What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So today we've got James Nolland out here. We're tuning his LS S13 drift car. So he's just got a little aspirated LS in an S13, which he just put a new motor in. So he thought he'd bring it out and we'll give it a tune and see what sort of numbers we can squeeze out of a bog stock LS. So yeah, James has got his own YouTube channel. It's got some pretty cool cars, so I'll put a link for his channel down in the description, so go and check it out if you haven't already. And he's out here just unloading at the moment.
It's a pretty fancy setup.
Love the pink wheels.
Yeah. It actually looks pretty cool, eh? Like
yeah.
Black on pink.
It does, especially with the the chrome tint.
Yeah. Yeah, the chrome tint's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty cool looking drift car. I like it.
Like I would never done it this way myself if I was building it.
Yeah.
But buying it done, I'll actually
the
really
more it grows on you.
Yeah,
eh?
the more it grows on you, yeah.
Ah, very cool.
Yeah, good start. No start, mate. Well.
Oh, I love seeing that. Adjustable seat.
Yeah.
We started off the day wiring, and we're doing more fucking wiring. It's fatal. Yeah, well, all things considered, they don't fit.
Righto, so we're off to a cracking start. It looks like the throw-out solenoid on the starter's pretty much shut the bed, so now we're going to try and get the starter out. Which I don't think is what James wanted to be doing today.
Perfect.
And as you can see, LS in an S chassis, if anyone's ever seen one, you probably, I can't even really show you on the camera, but that starter is not exactly in an ideal place, so it's going to be, we'll put it on the hoist and get the steering shaft out and pull that pipe out, and it's the only way we're really going to get at that starter, which is going to be awesome.
Starter motors, why? Wiring, why?
So you can see here, it's in a bit of a tight spot, the starter. It's a bit hard to get out, so we've conjured up we reckon the easiest way to do it is just to get the trans jack under the box to hold the motor up and pull off that engine mount, and hopefully the starter will just come straight forward. I'm hoping it's that easy, because and then yeah, we'll bench test the starter when it comes out, but seems to be the problem unless we've got a wiring issue. But we've James tested all the power to the starter and the power from the switch to the solenoid, and they are both getting power, so everything's pointing to the fact that the actual solenoid's cooked. We bridged the contacts on the solenoid, and it spins but it doesn't throw out, so usually that means not enough voltage, but there's plenty of voltage at the battery. Battery's got heaps of voltage, so yeah, we don't know. Just gonna pull it off, bench test it. Hopefully that's the problem. Chuck a new starter in for James and be on a merry way onto the dyno. Fingers crossed. Righto, so we pulled the starter out and bench tested it, and it tested up fine. So we've got other issues to look for now. Something else is going on.
Not what you want.
Well, it is what it is. Drift cars.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll get to the bottom of it. At least we know the starter works now, so that's one thing to tick off. So when we bench tested the starter, the actual earth from the solenoid to the starter motor body was loose, like the nut wasn't done up properly. It shouldn't have been enough to actually stop it from making contact, but it could have been. But either way, we put the starter back in and it works. So whatever happened in between that and then, it made it work. It is what it is, drift car things. So it's started again, so we're back on our merry way. Just sorting out a bit of a vacuum leak we got at the moment. And then we'll be ready to hit the dyno.
It was Rex's magic touch, eh?
Yeah, Rex had to touch the starter, and it was alright.
So for those of you who don't watch James' channels or don't watch James's channel or don't already know, quick rundown with what happened with this car. So James bought this car as a complete turnkey LS drifter. The motor that was in it had a cam and like just a cam and spring upgrade, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, you know, just a Mathis tuned cam spring upgrade LS drift car, simple setup. He bought it, they did one Matsuri I think, and it just absolutely minced a motor. And I mean like minced a motor. I've never quite seen an aspirated LS go so bad. But yeah, if you watch the video of when they pulled it down, it is just absolutely cactus.
She's a bit low, but we're just cleared. Just got there.
So yeah, it's pretty hard to tell from the old motor what actually went wrong because it was just so badly bad. Like snapped rods, chainsawed the block. It really went let go. So James just got out of it cheapest way he could. Just bought another stock engine and just swapped everything over. Put the stock engine back in, and yeah, he's now brought it here to get tuned. So obviously the tune that's on it at the moment is still for the cammed motor, so it's not as good as it could be. So we'll chuck on a tune for this stock motor. It's got a few goodies on it. It's got an LS 6 intake on it. It's still just using the stock cast manifolds and some pipes that have been made. So we're hoping it's going to go around that 280 wheel is my estimate. I reckon we should be able to squeeze 280 out of it stock with the LS6 intake through a manual, and that should be plenty to boogie. Good to have a bit of fun.
Sweet. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm just so happy that it starts now.
Glad you got it started.
Doesn't matter if you get it.
Yeah, that's it. Now it starts. No, it'll be right. So,
because James has come out all the way from the Gold Coast to get it done today, we're just sort of going to tune it and let him take it. We're hoping, because it's pretty much a completely stock engine, we're hoping the cold start on the motor is going to be all right. That being said, it is just a drift car. It's not super imperative that the cold start's perfect, but it's just going to be what it's going to be. We'll just have to catch up with James when we see him at events and stuff if the cold start's not that great, and just see what we can do with it. But obviously, on a single day, we can't get a cold start dialed in. It's just the way it is. But yeah, keen to squeeze some power out of it. All right, so a few more issues. We had a fan relay full of water, so we swapped that out. Now it's pretty much, we're ready to go. So Rex is just sort of hooking in, reading the tune off and stuff now. And then we'll get cracking on trying to squeeze some ponies out. I do like the pink. You should pull both the subframes out and paint them pink. Yeah. And just call it pink bits.
Yeah, pink bits.
Still a bit to go. Righto, so we had heaps of problems with this thing starting all day. We've realised it was actually just a whole heap of air that was in the neutral park position for startup. So Rex just pulled a heap of air out of that, now it's starting properly. We did pretty well in the end. Pretty happy with that. Much better starting now, so pretty stoked with our number. A lot better than I expected. What do you reckon, James?
Oh, holy shit. Just the stock LS.
Stock LS.
That's awesome.
Oh, not bad.
Well, they come out at originally.
I think they're rated at, what are they, 260 kilowatt?
No, the L77s were, I think the LS ones were around like 270, 280.
Kilowatt?
Yeah, kilowatt.
Yeah, okay.
Like when you were in the early days of the HSVs, like the club sport was like
297.
Yeah, 297.
Yeah.
And I think by the time they got to the LS2 clubby,
Yeah,
it was
307. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, right. Oh, well, there you go. So, stock, you're looking at probably 270 wheel. Oh, yeah, not bad. Pretty good.
Bad for an old girl.
Bit of a tune, yeah. Yeah, not bad for a stock motor.
check that starting thing again.
Yeah, no worries. So yeah, it's just a stock LS with the LS6 intake on it. And a tune. And a really noisy diff.
And the pink.
And the pink.
It feels nice and strong though.
Yeah, no, it feels good. It's just a really, really noisy diff, which you could all probably hear from the videos of the power runs. But yeah, diff definitely needs attention, but apart from that, she's ready to rip.
It'll get attention when it breaks.
Yeah, drift car life. It'll get attention when it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. No, it should be safe as that tune. I'll also just point this out for people because I did get a few comments of this when we did Tommy's HSV Maloo. We do use shootout mode all the time. We're always in shootout mode. So for those of you who don't know, shootout mode sort of just regulates. You got the weather station here for the dyno, and it just regulates everything based on air temperature and what else, Rex? It's like air temperature and density and everything.
Yeah, atmospheric pressure.
Yeah, atmospheric pressure. So all your density, your dyno actually regulates everything so that it's consistent, so that you know, someone at sea level versus someone up here in the hills don't get completely different readings. So that's what it's all about. So it's about regulation. Shootout just means that it's to a standard. So we do always use shootout mode. Nothing's sort of fudged on the dyno. There's no point in doing that. We don't see the point. But yeah, it's all happy days. I'm glad it's starting now.
Yeah.
Better. Oh yeah, not bad. Not bad for a stocker. Should go alright. That's all she wrote for this one.
Thanks heaps, man.
No worries at all. Not bad. You'll be right. You'll be surprised how quickly you pick it up.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, nice. Very cool and good. Righto, so we're still having like an intermittent starting problem. It's a real pain in the ass. It seems to do it sometimes and not other times. When it wants to start, it starts fine. When it doesn't want to start, it's being a dog, and then all of a sudden it does it fine. So we've been playing around with it for ages, but you know, at the end of the day, James has got a long drive home. We don't want to keep him around all afternoon. He knew the deal that we wouldn't be able to get the cold start and stuff done today, but we did want to get it at least starting probably. But we're pretty sure it's come down to pretty much, it's a really big throttle body. It's a big aftermarket SS induction throttle body on an otherwise stock motor. It's hard. Like, I wish we had a lot more time to investigate what was going on, but again, it's don't want to keep James here until it's dark. The last thing we want to do. But we're working on it. It seems to be good at the moment, but it was good before as well, so. Yeah, see, it does that. I'll have to get a battery, put that window back up. See you, boy. Alrighty guys, so James is off. Pretty good day, pretty good result. Definitely more than I expected from that stock LS1, so it's definitely a healthy motor, that's good. But yeah, so still having that intermittent starting issue, which is a real pain.
we messed around with the tune heaps and got it as close, like as good as we could. The thing is, when it does start, now it's starting fine. Every now and then it just wants to play silly buggers. The problem is, obviously, you've got like a drift car that someone else has built, not even James has built. He bought it sort of almost as is. And you've got heaps of wiring. We had a lot of wiring gremlins this morning, so it's really hard to know when it comes and goes like that, if it's a tune related thing or whether it's like a wiring or mechanical issue. There was no DTCs in the ECU or anything, so seemed us to be okay. We did have some problems because it had such a big throttle body on it, and it was a stock cam, so it makes heaps of vacuum. And not only is that throttle body real big, it's also had a pilot hole drilled for a cammed motor. For those of you who know LSs, you'll understand what that's all about. So you've got a motor that makes a lot more vacuum with that big throttle body, and what it was doing is it was just pulling heaps of timing at idle to try and get the idle down to its target. So we had to do a lot of messing around, fine-tuning to try and get it to idle properly, and the starting seems to be getting better, but it's still having that weird intermittent issue. So wish we had the car for longer so that we could chase it and get it perfect. As you know, a tuner, the last thing you want is for a car to leave and have starting issues. You know, it's just not what you want. But unfortunately, like I said, single day tune with James driving so far to come here. We didn't want to keep him around all day, and you know, he couldn't afford to leave the car with us because then he's got to come back and get it at some point. So it's a long drive, so it is just what it is. But awesome to finally meet James. So yeah, James has his own YouTube channel. He's got a couple of really nice cars. He's got a really nice RB25 SWAT 180 that's like you know, proper street sort of show car, as well as that drift car, and he's just started on a 32. So yeah, he's got some cool cars. So if you're into that sort of thing, head to James's channel and check it out, and show him some love. And that's going to be the end of the video. So thanks for watching, guys. As always, smash like, smash subscribe. If you want to get some stickers, head to the online store and go get some stickers. There's a link in the description. There's also going to be a link to James's channel if you want to go check it out. And we'll see you on the flip side. Catch you later, guys. Peace out. Bye.